still fighting to this day.
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so
hard work, hard work.
You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day.
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so
hard work.
What up, fight fans? Gym Boxing family, this your boy Get a Mic. I'm not sure how well this live stream is going to turn out. Not necessarily sure if y'all can hear me. But, man, that was one hell of a fight, man. One hell of a fight. Just now getting back to the room. I don't know how it looked on TV just yet. But that, to me, that fight has to at least be considered for Fight of the Year, man. One hell of a fight. Y'all come on in, smash the like button, man. We're going to talk it up a little bit. Errol Spence Jr. defeat Shawn Porter in a very, very, very close fight, just like I said, just like I thought it would be. And, man, I'm super impressed with both of these fighters, man. You cannot understand. You can't understand how impressed I am with these guys, man. Like, I don't know how many times I was preaching and telling everybody how good of a fight this was finna be, man. And I ain't gonna say nobody. A lot of people didn't believe me, man. Thought I was bullshitting, man. They thought I was bullshitting. And this fight ended up being most likely Fight of the Year. Errol Spence Jr. becomes unified welterweight champion. Man, I don't even know how to feel right now, man. I don't even know how to feel right now. Let me see if y'all can hear me on this live stream before we get started. Yeah, I know this mic sound funny, man. But anyway, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is exactly the way I saw this fight going. It went almost exactly the way I saw it going. Shawn Porter came out, and I think even in defeat in this fight, he showed me just how tough he really is. I always knew he was tough, and we're going to talk about Errol Spence Jr., which is the winner. But this fight showed me, man, more things about Shawn Porter. More things about Shawn Porter impressed me in this fight than you can ever imagine, bro. I could not have been more pleased with this performance from both of these guys. I don't know, man, like, this fight to me was, it was most likely going to be either close to a draw or very, very, very close Errol Spence split decision. But, it looks like this fight was either going to be a draw or it could have either started going in Shawn Porter's direction had that knockdown not have happened, man. But I don't know what it was. That Errol Spence Jr., what Derek James told him in that corner. I don't know what. Bro, Errol Spence showed me in this fight that he has even more dog than I thought he had the first time. I always knew Errol had dog, but, bro, he was getting hit with some shots from Shawn Porter, bro. Shawn Porter dude was on his P's and Q's in his fight, bro. And I don't care what nobody say. This dude is an elite welterweight, bro. An elite. Do y'all see the way this man just pushed Errol Spence in this fight? Man, like, bro, I can't. It's not all sinking in right now because I'm still in hype mode from actually being at the fight, man. But the crowd was electric. I was sitting right next to Kenyon Martin from that used to play for Denver, the basketball player. And you could tell he was a little bit worried, man. Everybody was worried around me, man. They thought Errol Spence wasn't looking good, man. But this is crazy. Who we got up in here? Somebody already came in. Daniel Vasquez. I thought Spence would call out Canelo after the fight. Spence ain't no boogeyman now, and I think if Porter had power, he would have knocked out Spence. Yeah. I thought at early in that fight, I thought Errol Spence was about to get stopped, or probably knocked out or something, bro. Shawn Porter was hitting that man with some flush ass shots. And then he started going to the body real well. Man, this fight was just so impressive, bro. This was by far the best fight that I've ever been to. And it just goes for all the people that just stay hating, man. Like all of these casuals, bro. Like we got to get these dumb casuals out the game, dog. We got to get these casuals up out of here, bro. If you're not here to be a real boxing fan and really, call this sport down the middle and really, give it your all to really look deep into the way these fighters do their thing, man, you need to get up out of here, bro. Because I done spent way too much time doing film study, way too much time doing breakdowns, doing my homework, trying to figure this thing out from both sides, man. And like, bro, this fight happened so close to what I thought it was going to be, man. The only difference is that I personally, deep down in my heart, I thought Shawn could have beat Errol. And I know a lot of people that follow this channel, like a lot of the real ones that follow this channel and support this channel, you knew that deep down in my heart, I had a small bit of me pulling for Shawn Porter. I wanted to see him do it. And it has nothing to do against Errol. I got a lot of footage too I'm going to drop later when I get back to Florida. But, man, like, bro, like, I've been trying to tell these people, bro. Shawn Porter is nothing to be played with, bro. The dude is an athlete. He's a real, like, I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. It was times in this fight where I felt like Shawn Porter was probably either going to knock out Errol Spence Jr. or he was going to probably unanimous decision Errol Spence. And I didn't see it on the TV. I just saw it in person, so I don't really know. You can kind of tell a little bit better from the TV. You can tell kind of, what shots is landing. But inside that arena, bro, you had Errol Spence fans worried. I don't know what happened. Errol Spence, that Thanos came out of Errol Spence. He got some superpowers from deep on the inside of him in his heart. And Errol Spence, I'm talking about, he flipped the switch. I'm talking about, bro, I don't know where it came from, bro. He powered up, and the man started dancing in the corner, bro. I was like, oh, shit. When I saw Errol Spence dancing in the corner, they start playing them jams, bro. He started dancing. I was like, bro, if Shawn Porter didn't knock Errol Spence out early in this fight, if it went the distance, man, I knew Errol Spence had that gas. He had that extra dog, that extra push, man. Damn, man. I thought Shawn had this fight. I thought he had it. Yeah, I seen Danny Garcia jumping up in the ring. We're gonna talk about that too, man. Dude talking about Errol Spence going bulldoze Shawn Porter. He didn't bulldoze. He put up a hell of a fight. This was one of the most equally matched fights, dog fights I've seen in so long. I mean, you just can't, like, bro, man, fucking round of applause for this fight, bro. And I know I'm not getting into any points right now. I'm still emotionally tied to what just happened, but I got so much more respect for Shawn Porter after this fight, bro. You don't even understand, bro. Respect to Shawn Porter. Respect to Kenny Porter. Them dudes, man, they put together a hell of a fight, a hell of a game plan. Dude was fast. He was sharp at times, man. He was hitting Errol on the button at times, hooking him. This has to be, to me, fight of the year, bro. Fight of the freaking year. And I think I keep I'm on this hotel Wi-Fi, so I don't know how well the reception is on this video. But make sure y'all give this live stream a thumbs up. We're gonna talk more when we get back to Florida in the morning. I mean, in the afternoon tomorrow, but it was star-studded tonight. Stars all over the place, man. These dudes really came out to fight. Early in the fight, man, Shawn Porter, he won the early rounds to me. You know, he won the early rounds for sure. And then, Errol Spence, he started, really starting to be a little more accurate with his punches. he had to. You could tell Errol had to really figure out what Shawn was doing, because Shawn was tough in there, bro. He was tough to try and figure out what he was doing. He was doing this thing here and doing this here, and then he'll jump in with a triple jab, and then he'll go to the body. And I mean, bro, this right here was a very, very impressive win for Errol, man. Very, very impressive win for Flame on 24. What's going on with you, brother? He says, good fight. I had Porter winning the split decision. Spence low blow should have been called. It's showtime. Man. Yeah, I can't, man. I don't even know if this laptop got an Ethernet cord thing on it. I can get some hardwired internet. That cord on this shit. Yeah, it's gonna keep skipping, but we'll be all right, man. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that Danny Garcia stuff was. I don't know what that was about. I don't want to see. I damn sure don't want to see no Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia. I think that's gonna be some. Like I told y'all on this channel plenty of times, bro. I think Danny Garcia is gonna be the one for Errol Spence. That's gonna be probably one of the easier welterweights for him, in my opinion. That's not to say that Danny Garcia can't punch. But Errol is just, he got too much for Danny, bro. I don't even want to see that fight. He gonna hurt that boy for real. Because I thought Shawn was much more of a dog than Danny, even in their fight. A lot of people, because they had so much hate for Shawn Porter, they say things like, I thought Danny Garcia beat Shawn Porter. And I'm like, nah, bro. I don't know what fight y'all was watching, bro. Y'all niggas just be hating. But, man, like I said, congratulations to Errol Spence, unified welterweight champion. He dug deep. He dug deeper, and he dug some more. And he found a way to get up out of there, man. And that shit showed me how real Errol Spence Jr. is for sure. Like, we knew the Mikey Garcia fight. That showed us all this other stuff, but this fight against Shawn Porter, bro, I mean, man, this shit is crazy, dog. He says Errol won, but Thurman movement and power will give Errol work. Spence versus Ugas. Shawn's stock just went up. I'm sorry, but I think, man, after this fight, I think Shawn Porter definitely is my favorite boxer right now, bro. This fight from Shawn Porter it impressed me so much, bro. I didn't even. Only thing that I just wish didn't happen, bro. I just wish Shawn Porter didn't get clipped with that shot, bro. If he wouldn't have got knocked down, man, we talk about a draw right here, y'all. A draw or Shawn probably winning, man. And I don't know what the hell PBC. I mean, I understand Errol Spence's punches is accurate, and he was landing some more accurate stuff, bro. But they was giving Errol Spence, like, bro, I'm talking about they was in the clinch, and they gave Errol Spence the punch count of like three points on the punch thing. I'm like, Errol didn't even throw a punch. How did he get 3? He says, do you think Earl was sloppy tonight? No. I don't think Earl was sloppy tonight. I thought Shawn Porter was freaking damn excellent tonight. That's what I thought. I think Errol Spence fought just the way he fought, and then he had to really, really dig deep and pull some of that dog up out of him to really, really win this fight. But I thought Errol Spence did land a hell of a lot of he landed a hell of a lot of accurate punches. But it was a dog fight, man. This shit went back and forth. And I thought Shawn Porter landed the much more flashier punches in this fight from what I can see in the arena. I was going to try to record this fight, at least some of it for y'all, but it was just too hype. I couldn't do it. Sam D said that knockdown did it. That's exactly what it was, bro. And it's like, you can feel in the arena, I'm losing my voice because I was yelling all night, but you can feel the energy in the arena when Shawn got knocked down, bro. It was just like, his team was like, damn, that's it. The crowd was screaming like, yes, we got it. Like, because everybody knew how tight the fight was. It was so close, bro. It was so close, man. And when that knockdown happened, bro, I was like, because y'all know I kind of low-key wanted Shawn to pull it out. He's the underdog, you know? Damn, but I'm just like, it's just one of those things where I was just so freaking, it's like, it's mixed emotions, it's bittersweet. It's just, it was so much happening in that ring tonight, bro. I didn't know how to feel at all. You could tell that the boxing fans sitting around me was basically like not sure what the hell I was doing, bro. Nobody could tell how I was like rooting for the fight, because I was cheering for Errol and I was cheering for Porter and I was cheering. It was like, bro, what the hell is this dude doing? I'm screaming, good jab, Errol. Good hit to the body, Errol. I'm cheering for Errol. Then I'm cheering for Shawn. Oh, hell yeah, Shawn. Knock him out. Like, bro. Just my two absolute favorite fighters sharing the ring at the same time. It was just like, it was unbelievable in there tonight, bro. Unbelievable in there tonight. Deontay Wilder, you know, he was in the building, showed up. Danny Garcia, Thurman, everybody, man, the whole place was star-studded tonight, man. All the boxers showed up. Basketball players showed up. Floyd Mayweather, everybody. He said this was the best Shawn I've seen thus far. Africans watch boxing. What's going on? He said Spence won to me. Well, yeah, I mean he won because he definitely won the fight. He got the knockdown. He scored more points, and it was a hell of a fight from both of them, bro. Sam D said Shawn made Errol uncomfortable like he said he would. Absolutely. Tex Rock, what's going on, family? I see you up in there, man. He says, what up? Get a mic. Errol looked slow compared to Shawn. Shawn kept turning him whenever his back was to the ropes. He landed the cleaner shots, too. Errol was trying too hard for the KO. Hey, man, if he didn't get that knockdown, Errol Spence would have lost, bro, or should have lost. I thought that knockdown was like for Shawn Porter's team, that was the god dang it moment. Like, dang, Shawn. Why did you get hit with that punch that you didn't see coming, bro? That was the one that hurt. That's the punch that hurt, the one you don't see coming. And what happened was Errol Spence landed a good punch on him, and it turned his head to the point where bro, it could have been a knockout, to tell you the truth, because usually when you get hit on a button like this and it turns your neck, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I'm pretty sure it cuts off some of the blood flow and some of the oxygen to the brain, and it kind of like short-circuited him for a second. But Shawn is a dog, man. This dude is a dog, man. Hell of a fight, bro. Hell of a fight. I told these dudes it was going to be a good fight, man. Tex Rock, did not tell him. Sam D, did not tell him. South Phoenix, what's happening with you, man? Congratulations to you, man. I know you super hype right now, bro. But even you, South Phoenix, did not tell him how good of a fight it was going to be, bro. They didn't want to believe me, dog. They said you just a Shawn Porter booty boy and you don't know shit about boxing. That's what they told me when I said this fight was going to be close and competitive and Shawn Porter got a chance. Did I not say this shit? I did a full series. I did 2 series on why Errol Spence should win the fight. I did another series on why Shawn Porter got a chance to win the fight, because I analyzed this fight. I did my homework on this fight. I was looking at their camps. I was looking at past fights, not just the last fight. I was looking at 3, 4, 5 fights back. Both fighters. These boys came out swinging. They came out fighting, bro. and I could not be more impressed, man. Shawn Porter's stock just went up. Errol Spence Jr. is the unified welterweight champion of the world. He said he won all the welterweights. He won all the smoke. And after a win like this, bro, do y'all not understand, bro? After a win like this versus a guy like Shawn Porter, bro, the sky is the limit for Errol Spence Jr., bro. The sky is the limit, bro. There was some vulnerabilities from Errol Spence that, to me, could have shined light on some areas, man. Like for guys like Bud Crawford, who might eventually fight Errol Spence in the future, it shined some light on the fact that Errol could have a little bit of problems with boxers. But every time you see a little bit of vulnerability in Errol Spence, he digs down deeper into his heart and he pull out some more tricks. That dude, Errol Spence Jr. is superhuman, bro. The dude is superhuman, bro. Errol Spence was getting his head snapped back. I'm talking about this man, bro. Shawn was pop. I'm talking about busting Errol Spence shit. You could tell that Errol was in trouble in that fight, bro. He was in trouble. He went back to the corner, he dug deep, and he came back out. Shit was impressive, man. Shit was impressive. Star Phoenix says, disagree, bro. Errol outlanded him on everything, was more accurate, and knocked him down. Honestly, I don't think the fight was that close. I disagree. I disagree with you. I think the fight was hella close. And I think watching it on TV, because you can see it in the arena, and we was talking about this in the with the fans around me. They were giving Errol Spence, to me, some punches that shouldn't have been given. I don't know, bro. I don't trust that punch counter shit, bro. I don't trust it. Bro, the fight was close, South Phoenix. The fight was close, bro. He said Shawn is very tough, but not effective punching power. Yeah, I think a lot of Shawn Porter's punching power fails at his arm length. Because you can see, like, when Errol throws punches, he gets a lot more leverage, especially when he throws hooks. When Errol Spence throws hooks, he gets a lot of leverage on those punches. And in Shawn Porter's case, he's very strong, got power, but he just doesn't have the same amount of leverage. And there's a difference, man. Like there's going to be a difference when it comes down to, how you throw your punches. So, but I thought if Shawn Porter was going to knock Errol Spence out, it was going to be in the first half of this fight, because he was fresh, he was strong, and everything he was throwing had mean intentions on it. And he was just faster than Errol in the first half of this fight. I think my live stream is like messing up. That's why, like, I think it might keep buffering me, and that's what's going on. But, and I don't think this laptop got the Ethernet cord thing to it. Yeah, I don't see one. I mean, we just got it, so I don't know. I haven't really looked at it enough yet, but from what I can see, I don't think so. But I mean, that's what I've been saying, man, this whole time. I've been saying it this whole time, man. Shawn Porter is a dog. He's tough and he can fight. He showed versatility. He's never out of a fight. He says, after this fight, does your view on division change? Yeah, it does. I mean, anytime you get a big fight like this in the welterweight division, it's going to change things up. I don't know what the hell Danny Garcia was doing. I don't know he jumping in the ring. Bro, we don't want to see that shit, bro. Danny Garcia gonna get smoked out. What it showed me is that two things. Errol Spence Jr. Has a little bit of issues with guys that got very, very quick foot speed, hand speed. It showed me that Errol Spence Jr. had way more dog than I thought he ever had. He got way more grit, and he dug down deep, and he threw the jab. He shot the jab. Errol Spence never believed in his mind that he was out of this fight. Even when the shit was tough for him, because he was getting banged up in there, bro. Errol was getting banged up. See, South Phoenix rising, man. I thought Shawn Porter was faster. Faster foot speed, faster hand speed. I thought Errol Spence was more accurate. Okay, I thought the punch counters was a little bit jacked up. I thought they was giving Errol a little bit more than what he was doing. And I thought some of the stuff Shawn was landing that I could see with my own eyes, they didn't give it to him. So I just thought, man, without that knockdown, I thought Shawn could have pulled it off, bro. I kept telling these dudes, bro. Shawn Porter can pull it off. He might can do it. But Errol was just better, just like I said in my prediction video. So it is what it is, man. He said Spence fought Porter's fight and beat him at his own game. Nah, I disagree with you, man. I disagree with all of that. He says Danny too flat-footed, but if he catch Errol going to sleep. Also, Thurman foot speed and hand speed would beat Spence. Nah, Thurman ain't beat no Errol Spence, man. Hell nah. Hell nah, man. No. Me personally, I thought, and this I don't know if y'all disagree or agree, but I personally in my heart believe that out of all the welterweights in the division, I thought this would have been the toughest for Shawn Porter. I'm not really sure what's going on with Bud yet. Bud Crawford probably got better boxing skills and everything, but when it comes down to the dog and the grit and the fortitude and the strength and the aggression and the weirdness and awkwardness, I give all that to Shawn Porter, bro. I give all that for Shawn Porter. He says, when you see it at the crib, it will change your mind. Yeah, we're going to relook at it. Tex Rock says the division is wide open now to me. The reason I say that is because everybody will want a piece of Errol after tonight. They all believe he can be beat now. Maybe that's what needed to happen. Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, but South Phoenix, that don't make no sense either, because you got to remember, shit, Adrian Broner knocked down Porter. Adrian Broner can't compete at 147, and he don't let his hands go. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't look at stuff with that. Like, he did this and he did that, so that means he can beat them. Nah, bro. Errol Spence beats Danny Garcia because Errol Spence is just a better fighter than Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia don't let his hands go enough. Errol Spence would never be in trouble versus Danny Garcia. I don't think so. Only thing you got to watch out for Danny is that left hook, but he don't land that left hook nearly as much as Porter landed on Errol tonight. Errol Spence, he'll all he got to watch out for is that left hook straight right from Danny Garcia. That's to me, that's the easiest fight in the welterweight division for Errol Spence. As far as the top guys, I'm not talking about the other 147. I'm talking about the top guys, all the big names. I think Errol gets Danny up out of there. What you drinking? You gonna pour me some? Oh. Oh man, we had a blast, man. This fight was dope. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold up, let me see something real quick. Nigga parched. Yeah, I got you. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. You get some too? Mm-hmm. All right. Gotta pour me up some drink real quick, y'all. Man, I can't believe I met Mike Vick tonight, bro. That was dope. I'm gonna show you the video too. That shit was funny. Yeah, man, but the welterweight division is wide open. And I think Errol Spence, man, now that he got this tough Shawn Porter stuff out the way, it's looking like undisputed to me, bro. This to me was the toughest stumbling block for him. You know, of course, before he go up against what's the guy's name? Terrence Crawford, which that fight probably ain't gonna happen for a while because now Danny Garcia stepping in the ring. He still want the Manny Pacquiao fight. I don't know, man. Keith Thurman, they still gonna try to throw Keith Thurman at him. Ugas was at the fight tonight. He's gonna want his shot. He said Thurman is still the best 147. He just lost his hunger. Well, not the best, man. You lose your hunger, you ain't the best. It's a wrap. Once that hunger is gone, you through. But I met Keith Thurman, talked to him a little bit today. You know, Keith Thurman, pretty cool people. He was having a blast. Jamal Wilson says, I just watched the fight. It was better than I expected. Hey, you might turn that AC on a little bit? Or you want me to do it? I can do it. I know you trying to settle down and making you do stuff. I'm sorry. But anyway, man, back to where I was going, man, with this. I think Errol Spence is going to be undisputed 147 pounds, just like he said. I thought Shawn Porter could have stopped that. He's the only person I think could have stopped that plan. I'm not even sure, man. I'm not even sure if Bud Crawford beats Errol Spence, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not even sure. But, you know, the way Shawn boxed in this fight, I have to imagine Crawford is going to box better. But I just feel like with that dog that Errol Spence got and that power that he got, man, I'm not even sure if Crawford, you know. They say it kills me how folks hating on Spence though. He beating everyone you can bank on it at 147. Yeah. I would like to see a rematch with Errol and Shawn though, but I know that's not happening. You know, there was no rematch clause. But I would like to see that fight again, bro. For real. I just hate how, you know, I would have liked to see this thing go the full distance without a knockdown and see who they would have gave this fight to. He said Porter was tired after round 6. Like I said, I can't wait till you watch it at the crib. Yeah, we're going to get back at it, man, and relook at it and probably score it and all that other stuff. Because I will say after the first, you know, like you said, after the first half of the fight, Shawn Porter wasn't exactly the same. And I think that's where Errol kind of, you know, just like I said in my prediction, I thought Errol gets better as the fight goes on. And that's exactly what happened. But Shawn, he would have had to get Errol out of there in the first 6 if he wanted to win that fight. But he even landed some big shots in the second half too. But I don't know, man. Like he says, I think Bud shook for real. No, I don't think so. I don't think Bud shook. I think Bud Crawford still wants the fight, to be honest. He says Crawford will outbox Spence based on what I saw tonight. Yeah, you might got a point. Big bro. He says a rematch will be worse for Shawn. He says, is Spence power really that dope? What elite fighter has he stopped besides Kell Brook? Well, I mean, when you say power, I mean, what do you mean? One-shot knockout power? Because that's the difference. Like that Deontay Wilder power, that's a different type of power. Errol Spence, he has a lot of leverage power. He has a lot of leverage on his punches. You know what I'm saying? But because Errol Spence can box, he's not just coming in there just shooting that knockout blow all the time. He's like boxing and hurting you and winning and hurting you and beating you up and stuff like that. It's like a different type of situation. Tex Rock, he says, I honestly don't see Spence beating Crawford, bro. Look at the problem Shawn's hand and foot speed gave Errol. Plus, Bud is ambidextrous and Bud can crack. Yeah. You got a point, bro. You got a point. You definitely got a point. We seen, I know Jeff Horn wasn't too much, but like when you look at a guy with size, Jeff Horn, I think he fights at 160 right now. If I'm not mistaken, but it still remains to be seen, though, man. To be totally honest with you. Man, I kept telling these dudes, man. Not a lot of people wanted to give Shawn Porter credit. But I'm surprised though, man. Like as much hate as he been getting when they announced Shawn Porter at in the ring, the crowd gave him a good ovation though. They definitely showed some love. And then when they said Errol name, the freaking roof almost came off the Staples, man. So he says Bud punching power getting more and more effective. The difference between this fight with Shawn Porter, if Errol steps in there with Bud, there's gonna be a lot. I think it's gonna be a much more tactical fight than this actually was. See, Shawn was coming to bring everything he had, just like he said. He brought aggression. He brought boxing skill. He brought foot speed. He brought hand speed. He even brought punching power in the beginning of this fight. Shawn Porter brought everything he can, but I think when it comes down to the Bud Crawford fight, Terrence Crawford can freaking box, bro. And all of that energy that Shawn Porter used, because he was bringing everything. He was trying to, locking up with Spence. He was showing Errol Spence that I'm here and I'm strong as you, I'm tough as you, I can fight just as well as you can. I think with Bud Crawford is gonna really come in here and just try to outbox Errol Spence, outpoint him and beat him up, and really try to win it on the cards without getting too dirty. Y'all got to remember, man, Terrence Crawford, he's a lefty and a righty, and he got good lateral movement. He know how to move around. He knows how. Terrence Crawford, he got unbelievable boxing skills. You know what I'm saying? But it all really depends on the type of fight that it ends up playing out. Because I felt like if Errol would have had it his way, he would have boxed a clean fight. He would have outboxed Shawn a very clean fight. He would have stuck the jab. He would have put the pressure down. He would have picked his shots, landed the body shots, and tried to go for the knockout. But because of the way Shawn fought this fight is what gave Errol the problems. Y'all got to remember, man, Shawn Porter gives everybody problems, bro. Like I said before this fight, I have not seen Shawn Porter in a fight where he didn't give his opponents problems. I have yet to see it yet. Every single fight this dude was in, he was right in the fight to the very end. That goes for Kell Brook, that goes for Keith Thurman, and that goes for Errol Spence and all the other guys he beat up. But you know what they're going to say? Shawn Porter is a good fighter, second-tier fighter. He just could never get over the hump when it came down to top-tier fighters, and I can understand that argument. You know, every fight that Shawn Porter has been in at the elite level, yes, I have to admit, I'm a Shawn Porter fan. I like Shawn Porter. He's one of my favorite boxers, but he did come up short against the top-tier guys. But I tell you right now, that Shawn Porter in that ring tonight, I think he beats all of the other welterweights. And Bud probably comes up close to beating Bud, if not beating Bud. It just, to me, it showed me how much Errol Spence had in him tonight. What Errol Spence showed in this fight was impressive as hell. He went through adversity. He got dinged up. This dude did not go down, bro. Errol Spence could have went down in the first half of this fight, y'all. Errol could have went down in this fight. I don't know if y'all seen it, but he could have went down. But this dude dug deep. He stayed on his feet. Man. You know what? I'm actually done arguing with casual boxing fans in the sport of boxing now. I'm only debating with the guys that really take boxing serious, bro. I'm about to really start, and this fight here showed me that I'm really gonna be very zero tolerant with these casual fans, bro. I'm done with it. Cause this sport, man, it's so much to it, man. The sweet science, it's so much to this fight. And if you ain't talking that knowledge like the gym boxing family, if you ain't speaking that real stuff, bro, I don't need you here, bro. Cause you know this sport, man, it ain't for the casual stuff, bro. Running around screaming stuff, you don't know what you're talking about. But this fight here showed me that that at the top of the division, man, it's anybody's fight, bro. You know, anybody's fight. Yeah, and that's the thing too, man. Like I think when it comes down to Terrence Crawford, see, this is why we always preach styles make fights. You know, this is why we preach styles make fights, because, like, bro, if Terrence Crawford is in that ring, it is a completely different fight. It's not the same fight. It's more of a chess match now. It's more of a, you know, I can outpunch you and touch you, but you can't touch me. You know, you always have the southpaw advantage, but I can switch it up and take away that southpaw advantage. I can switch southpaw. You know, and I mean Terrence got a fight coming up, you know, against the Green Machine guy, but you know, we got to see what he looks like. Obviously, he's not fighting against no Shawn Porter caliber fighter, but it's going to give us another measuring stick to look at, you know, to see, you know, depending on how Terrence Crawford. See, this fight here is going to put some pressure on Terrence Crawford, you know, for as far as his performance goes. because we already know Terrence Crawford wants to fight, but the politics of boxing is stopping all that. But it's going to really put pressure on Terrence Crawford's performances now, because there's a lot of Errol Spence fans and boxing fans in general that already believe that Terrence Crawford ain't really fought nobody. You know, they saying like, hey man, it's not even really worth it. But if he don't continue to look impressive and Errol Spence continues to put on performances like this, you know, it's gonna get even worse for that fight, you know, in the future. So he says, honestly, I think Errol will have to try and fight Bud on the inside. If he make the fight more of a chess match. Yeah. If that fight is a chess match between them two, then I think we have for a much, much greater opportunity for Bud Crawford. I think Bud Crawford wants to keep that fight boxing. I don't think Bud Crawford want to turn it into a fight. And the reason why I say that is because I know for a fact Terrence Crawford has punching power. He can crack, bro. Like, I know y'all think he's like, you know, a little too small, but Terrence Crawford is not a small welterweight. And Terrence Crawford, he's filled into 147 properly, in my opinion. I think he can crack with the best of them at this division. And with that being said, you know, if he can keep the fight on the outside and land power punches at his own will, then he got a great chance of beating Errol, man. You know, and then once again, they probably end up not a knockout in that fight. It'll end up going to the cards. But you know, that'll be his chance. If Crawford try to get in there and slug it out into a dog fight with Spence, then it's not a question who wins that fight in my eyes. But I don't think he would do that. You know, I don't think he would do that. I think Crawford is the dog, and I think that's definitely the fight that we want. But the fight we don't want is Danny Garcia. I don't want that fight. I would rather see him fight Pacquiao, real shit. Because Manny Pacquiao at 40 years old still got hand speed. He still got punching power. He still got foot speed. And that style, like, bro, when you think about it, right? Out of all the other welterweights, okay, Shawn Porter, to me, minus the roughhouse tactics, is probably the closest thing that Errol Spence is going to see to Manny Pacquiao before he get in the ring. Foot speed, feints, head movement. Manny Pacquiao, he tries to set you up to land those combinations. I think this was a big test for Errol, and I think the PBC knew that. The PBC said, we're going to put Shawn in there with Errol, and depending on how Shawn Porter, Errol Spence does against Shawn Porter, we know whether or not he's ready to fight that Manny Pacquiao fight. And I think that fight is going to happen. You know? I don't know when, but I think it will happen. He says, get a mic, what fight was you watching? Porter was not winning that fight. The knockdown was not what secured the win. Spence landed clean shots, period. I don't know if I totally agree with that, man. Thought the fight was close. He might have landed some cleaner shots, but from what I was seeing, it was close as hell. This fight was close as hell. He says Danny should go ahead and fight Ugas. He need to forget them straps for a while. Yeah. That's the fight we need right there. Danny Garcia versus Ugas, and then the winner of that fight might have a shot. But yeah, I see what you're saying, South Phoenix. I see what you're saying, man. I think Spencer's defense is kind of exposed. He ain't hard to hit, just hard to rattle. Styles make fights. Nobody fights the next. Styles make fights. Man, this shit crazy, dog. I was pulling for Spence the way I was nervous all the way to the end. That fight was razor close. Yeah, it was close, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm definitely gonna watch the fight again. I really did think the fight was that close, bro. It was close, bro. I'm sorry, the fight was close. It was close. It was a dog fight, man. And it really all depends on how, how the judges see the fight too, because Shawn Porter, to me, he landed besides that knockdown, he landed the more clean, he landed the more effective punches, bro. He did. Maybe Errol Spence probably, every time he throw the jab out there, he'll touch him with something because his arms are longer. He might touch him with the jab, touch him with the jab. He'll do some hooks and shit like that. Hit him when they get in a little dog fight. He'll hook him to the body and stuff. Shawn Porter come right back and hook him to the body. He'll jab him to the head, double jab him. Then Errol Spence, he'll start trying to put the pressure down and come hit him, and then guess what? They'll lock up. Shawn Porter spin him around and start hitting him to the body. Like, bruh, this fight was razor close. Every single time Errol Spence tried to pin him to the ropes, Shawn Porter would spin him around and go to work. I feel like, man, watching this shit on TV, man, bro, I'm telling y'all, man, like the way the PBC analysts and the way they put the punch counters and stuff up there like that, bro, that shit is not the way it look in real life, bro, at all, bro. I don't care, bro. In real life, watching the fight in real life, like right ringside, bro, you know that fight was razor close. You can tell the entire arena knew the fight was close, bro. Everybody knew the arena was close. I mean, the fight was close. You can hear it, bro. You can see it. Like, everybody was nervous. The girl behind me was a Spence fan. She was rooting for Spence, and she was quiet, man. She was like, come on, Spence. Cause she knew, bro. She knew Shawn Porter was putting hands on this man. She knew it. When that knockdown happened, you can feel a sigh of relief off of everybody's shoulders because they just knew how close the fight was, bro. And it's funny, cause when you watching a fight on TV, sometimes you have that habit of you have a habit of looking at the fight in a way where he says, I didn't score the fight, but I felt Spence won, but it was very, very close. Oh, it was very close. Fight of the year candidate. Yeah, the fight was very close. It was very close, bro. This fight to me was hella close, bro. It was super close. Razor tight fight. And Errol Spence pulled it out. He says, perfectly normal cycle says, I'm losing respect for Lennox Lewis as an analyst. What? Hey, perfectly normal. Tell me exactly what you're talking about, because I didn't hear the analyst in the building, man. So I don't know what he was saying. Yeah, see, other people saying the knockdown gave Spence the win. That fight would have been a draw, or Porter could have won it. If y'all haven't yet smashed the like button, smash that like button. Oh, he said he's biased. You mean towards Errol Spence or towards who? Top rank Al Haymon would not give us what we want. Yeah, they're not. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. He says, "What's next for Porter, Jim?" Man, that's a very tough one, man. That's a tough one for Shawn. You know, um, unfortunately, it don't really look that good for him, man. As far as opposition, because now he doesn't have a belt anymore, and everybody knows how tough he is. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some stuff and see what's going on. Tex Rock, he says, Tex Rock says, "I think sometimes people can't separate being a fan from a spectator." I agree 130%. He said, "Sometimes you see what you want to see, especially in close fights." Yeah, I know, man. Like I'm in the arena rooting for Shawn Porter with my Errol Spence shirt up underneath. I was rooting for both fighters, bro. Real talk. Everybody around me was confused. Everybody around me was confused because they couldn't understand why was I calling the fight and rooting the way I was rooting, because I like both fighters and I wanted to see a good fight. I'm screaming work, work, work. I want to see some work. I wanted Errol to work. I wanted Shawn to work. I wanted to see some work in this fight, and that's exactly what I got. And I was so happy at the end. Unfortunately for Shawn, he didn't come up with the win, but Errol Spence, he was able to come up with the win. Congratulations to that brother. He's dope. Sad 214, what's going on? I see you in there, man. You know what? That's a good point, Big Sean. Big Sean says, "What about Porter versus Crawford?" I feel like if Porter can't get no more work over here, go get some of that Crawford work. And if he can beat Crawford, then shit, get that Spence rematch. Mr. De Niro, he says, "Man, I'm eating crow. All respect to Porter." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shawn Porter came out, man. He did exactly what I thought he would do. It's funny, man. This fight went exactly the way I saw it in my head, bro. Like it's almost like scary how close it was that I thought it would be. That knockdown, that Shawn getting clipped with a very tough punch from Errol Spence, man, that was the difference to me. He says, "Watching a fight with no sound is the best way to truly assess what's going on." Yeah. And I can tell by everybody's reaction. I was trying to figure out why I was trying to figure out what was going on. Like I was sitting next to Kenyon Martin, the former basketball player, and when Errol Spence, knocked down Shawn Porter, this dude, he jumping all in my face and shit. I'm like, bro, like what the I'm like, bro, am I about to get into it with this man or what? Like, I guess he was just hype about the knockdown, because of Texas or whatever. But said 214 says, "I got to give him his props. For real, for real." He said, "Y'all trying to make Porter the people's champ." Bro, he put up a hell of a fight, bro. Man, this is the thing. This is why we love the sport, bro. We love the sport of boxing for these types of wars, when these guys come out here and pour it all out on the line, bro. And they give us a good fight. That's why we love this sport. We don't love this sport for what the boxers wear. We don't watch this sport for whose teeth are straighter or look nicer. We don't watch this fight for who the girls, who we think the girls like better. We don't watch this sport for that. We like work. That's what we like. Clock in, damn it. That's what Shawn Porter does. He clocks in. He says Kenny had a perfect game plan, but Spence handled his business. Yeah, you got a point. He says, me too, it was neck to neck, like, yeah. He said, you don't want it with Kenyon Martin. Yeah. Like, you could tell he just got super hyped. Like, and that's another thing I was saying, because, like, that his reaction to me just let me know how close this fight was, bro. Everybody was in their seats quiet. Like, kind of like, you could tell they were just like, damn, like, they wasn't, like, feeling what was going on. But the moment that knockdown happened, bro, you can just tell, like, that's the icing on the cake right there. This fight could have been a draw, but that knockdown was what it was. And then, see, this is why I respect Shawn, too, because even after he got knocked down, you could tell he was tired. He was probably hurt. But he kept swinging like he's trying to get that knockdown back, bro. Like, you gotta love Shawn Porter, man, for real, bro. He says, hey, Jim, you think Crawford shook on the other side of the street? Shook of the other side of the fence? No, I don't think so, man. I don't think Crawford shook, man. Crawford is a dog, man. Oh, wait, this is what I'm doing here. Joshua Landy, what's going on? Landry, he says, great fight for boxing. Hell yeah. Anybody bet on this fight? He says, I lost 100, man. I bet a little bit. I bet a little bit, a couple of different ways. I bet a few different ways. A little bit, nothing crazy. I put a little money. You know, one for this type of scenario, one if this happens, one if that happens. Put a little money a couple different ways. He says, once it went past 9 rounds, I knew it would go 12. And I knew this fight was going 12, bro. I knew this fight was going 12 when the fight was announced. He says Porter had a good fight, but I don't feel people give Spence the credit for going toe-to-toe with Porter and brawling with him. Everyone just giving Porter credit for making it a close fight. I disagree with that. I think we've been giving Errol Spence hella credit. I don't know if you just got into the live stream, but we've been praising Errol and talking about how much dog and talking about how well he dug deep. We talked about his skill set. We talked about how this dude got a granite chin. So Jamal Wilson says, Jim, I'm collecting when I get to work Monday morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go get that. Go get that. No, Errol Spence, he's getting way a whole lot of credit, bro. It's funny to me when people when Errol Spence fans say that Errol ain't getting credit. Like, I don't know, like, bro, I don't know where y'all at, but I'm seeing credit fly and shoot every which direction for Errol Spence. Great fight, hard to look good against Shawn. Errol is a true champion, showed his great ability to win any way he has to. Time to hit up the city, LA, popping tonight after party at Lil Jordan. Okay. Yeah, man, like I would try to get into things, man, but I got an early morning flight back to Florida, man. So I'm not even gonna be on this live stream much longer, to tell you the truth, because I gotta try and get a little bit of sleep. He says, I agree, get him Mike. This fight did not shake Bud Crawford. Grew up on a wrestling mat and in the boxing gym. He had zero fear. He's just another opponent for him. Yeah, exactly. Great fight. Shawn really proved to everyone that Errol is only human. In my opinion, he exposed Spence. Yeah, I wouldn't say exposed, but I definitely feel like Errol Spence had to make some adjustments in that fight. What this showed me was something that I already knew with the Kell Brook fight. Errol Spence just gets so much stronger as the fight goes on. I don't understand it. I can't call it. I don't know why. I don't know how. But bro, something clicked in this man in the second half of that fight, and he just turned up. I don't know what it was. He made some adjustments. You can tell the confidence was just like. Once I saw Errol Spence just going crazy and start dancing, and like I was like, oh shit. It was like the momentum. Shawn was here. He was here in the first half of the fight, and then it started going like this. That's how I started doing. Errol just started coming up and catching up to the man and catching. I was like, you could just feel the momentum shifting in this fight. Hop says Porter's motor was straight up unreal. Man, I felt like if Shawn was going to get this win, he needed to do it early, man. Shawn, he should have got this done early if he going to get the knockout. You cannot let Errol Spence get late into a fight, bro. I don't know what I was looking at in that fight, man. I'm not even going to lie, bro. Big bro, yes, sir. Appreciate you for coming through. I will holler at you, family. Like I can't understand like what exactly is it that I'm seeing when you see Errol Spence like really turn up like that. Like I don't know, man. It's like I don't know if it's some divine shit or what. It could be some divine shit, but he went from human being to superhuman being right before my eyes, bro. I don't know what the hell I was looking at. He says, gave Shawn 3 of the first 4 rounds. Yeah, so I gave it something like that. I didn't score, but I definitely thought Shawn was up on the cards after 4. For sure. He says it looked sold out on TV. Was it sold out? No, it was packed pretty nice in there, though. I like to think they got close, but I don't think it sold out, nah. I know a fight broke out in the crowd again. He says it's greatness, Jim. That boy Errol Spence, man, he got touched from a higher power, man. I don't know what it was. Cause you have to just like when you see like how he was getting hit, and you see how Errol Spence was looking after getting hit, you can tell like it was bothering him. Like, yo, this shit ain't looking good. I don't know what I saw, but it looked like a little bit of his confidence started dwindling in this fight early in the fight. And then all of a sudden, bro, this dude come out the corner. He just like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, shit. The jab was sharper. Everything was better. He was like starting to hurt Shawn. I was just like, bro, body shot started landing. Dude just went Super Saiyan on Shawn Porter for a second. He says, Earl, Incredible Hulk Spence. The madder, the stronger. But it's like, I'm trying to put my finger on what it was. I don't necessarily know if it was that he got mad. It was like almost this mental toughness from Errol. It was like Errol just like, man, I got this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Porter was putting hands on me, but I'm Errol Spence, and I'm finna come out here. Bro, I don't know what I was looking at, bro, but it was unreal, bro. And this is just speaking, you know, emotionally, you know, tied to the fight right now since I was there live. Just being emotionally tied to the fight live, Errol Spence he turned it up a notch, and then another notch, and another notch, and I don't know, man. Tex Rock says he refused to believe that was happening and changed the outcome. Yeah. Like I said, man, like I told y'all before, and I'm going to continue to tell y'all, I've always liked Errol Spence. He's always been one of my top favorite fighters. I'm going to always support Errol Spence. But for this fight, I had to really show that Shawn Porter is really what I see him to be. You know, I had to really let y'all know, man, I know we love Spence. But this dude that he's about to fight, this dude is real. This dude's corner, his father, they're gonna push this boy to really go out here and fight. And at the end of the day, shout out to the other nations, but these is two brothers, man. These is two Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? Them boys made from the best stuff on the earth. Them boys got pedigree. Them boys got DNA. They got royalty in their DNA. And I don't know why the hell people thought that Errol Spence was the only one that got royalty in his DNA. But you can see it. You can see bro, I'm talking about Shawn looked as strong as shit in this fight, bro. Shawn Porter looked at cock strong, ready for this fight. And he came out, he came up short. But hey, hell of a fight. This was by far the best fight I ever attended live, for sure. Hey, Mr. De Niro, man, I know you was probably hollering at the TV, my man. I know you was hollering at the TV, dog. Yeah, Spence had a lot of people worried in this fight, but and you know what? It's the fans' fault. It's not even Errol's fault. Errol Spence, to me, told everybody that he knows Shawn is tough. Oh yeah, Dr. Arthur D. Camp. Absolutely, I'm in the truth. All praises to the Most High. Yes, sir. Yes, I know who we are. I talk about that from time to time on my channel when we switch it up from boxing. But it's the fans' fault. Sometimes fans let their fandom get in the way of understanding that these are still human beings, bro. They're not God. They don't have. They didn't create us. They're not creators. They just creatures. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes boxing fans, they set fighters up on a pedestal like they the Most High. And sometimes they look a little human. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. So, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. If y'all haven't yet smashed the like button, smash the like button too, man. Help your boy out with the live stream. I got an early morning flight back to Florida. Wifey done passed out already, fell asleep. He says check out Windsor's book from Babylon to Timbuktu. Yeah, I got that book, man. I got that book, Hebrews to Negroes. I got all the Hebrew books, all the old ancient texts, man. I do my studying from time to time. I know what time it is. He said, you doing the live stream on Monday? Absolutely. Yeah, South Phoenix Rising, I'm going to be on Monday. I get back Sunday. I'm going to get some sleep. And, yeah, Monday night, man. Most likely 10 p.m. We're going to be back on the live stream. So make sure y'all give this live stream a thumbs up, man. I hate to get up out of here and dip on y'all, but I really got to try and get showered up and jump into bed, man. So we will be back. Monday, 10 o'clock live stream. I'll probably drop some more content later for y'all, man, when I get back to Florida. And then so y'all can see some of the footage or whatever I got from the fight, man. So really appreciate everybody for joining your boy. Much love, peace, and blessings to the brothers, the sisters scattered to the four corners of the earth. Much love, peace, and blessings. Yeah, man. It's your boy Get a Mic. This is Gym Boxing right here. Make sure y'all smash the like button. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.